guys, it's Bree here with Brees Stitch and Stuff, and welcome to my channel. Today is October 12th, 2020, and this is episode 22. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much for continually supporting me through my videos that I post, finding me over on Instagram and letting me follow you as well. It's been such a blast getting to know you guys. I love reading the comments and just being a part of your guys' stitchy journey, as you are totally a part of my stitchy journey. So thank you so much. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get some inspiration and a smile on your face through this video, and maybe I'll see you around next time. Really quick, you guys, I finished some of my non-cross stitch stuff. I'm just going to touch base on it really quick because it's in the screen right now. And we're going to go with it. So you remember a couple videos ago I told you I was trying to learn how to knit. This is my first knitted hat, you guys. It's not perfect, but I love it. I added a little beanie to it. It's nice and stretchy. And then I crocheted up a little shawl type scarf for myself, getting ready for the cool weather, which I'm super excited about. I love the fall and winter, so I'm really excited. And then the quilt behind me is the quilt that I was showing you guys in my last video that I posted about my quilt setup. I'm really proud of how it finished. Just has a gray background with little white X's on it. So yeah, it turned out really, really great. So if you want to know a little bit more about this, if you checked my last video on quilting, you're more than welcome. If not, it's just one of the Fat Quarter Shop. I do the Sew Sampler box every month where they send you quilt supplies basically in a little box. And I got this charm pack here, which is 5-inch squares. And then they had a pattern for it. So I just followed the pattern and went with it. So it was a very quick quilt. I did it in like 2 days. So it's just a small like lap quilt that you throw over the back of your couch or just kind of lay on your lap as you're just watching TV. So I have been busy sewing and crocheting and knitting and cross stitching. So let's get started because I have a lot to show you guys. So let's just go ahead and get started with my previous finishes. I was pulling out decorations for the fall and the Halloween, and I found some of my previous cross stitch stuff in there that I wanted to show you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. These were from last year. It was before that I was really keeping track of my counts of fabric, my threads, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know exactly what I stitched on or with, but I'll give you as much information as I can remember. So the first one is Harvest Chock Full by Hands On Design and Priscilla Blaine. So I did both in that. So the first one is the mason jar. I did this, I think it was a 14 or 16 count black Aida. I did use all the called for floss in this, and then I mounted it on sticky board, and then I did the ruffled fabric here. I add some sprigs and a little bow, and then I just put this on some of that. I finished a lot of my projects on this. It's the particle board wood look that you can put on your wall or whatever. So yeah, so I just have this one sitting up with some of my decor, just kind of like a pretty little fall colors, and I love it. This was a really fun one to stitch. I'm really excited with how it finished up, and I love, this is that deep fennel. I think classic color works, such a pretty color. So that was that, and then the little pillow I did, I thought turned out really nice. Again, it's the same fabric and the same floss. I just used a little bit of rickrack here at the bottom. This is Lori Holt's vintage rickrack. It's like the medium size one that she has. I think there's just like a bigger one and a medium one and a smaller one. This is like, I think, the medium one. And I just did a little polka and some bows and a button. So yeah, I just put this in my little bowl with all my other little stitches that I've done. So that one turned out really cute. And then another one I did last year, sorry, I have stuff kind of everywhere, so I'm just trying to grab it and figure out where it's at, is Witch's Night Out by Brenda Gervais. And I did it like this. I love it. So I have no idea what I stitched on. No idea. It's an even weave of some kind. I don't know the count. I don't know the fabric. I don't know. I probably coffee tea-dyed it myself. And it's probably called for colors or close to them. I'm not really sure. I mounted it on sticky board. I did the ruffling. I cut out some beadboard to look like a little pumpkin and painted it for the back. And then I just add some sprigs and some, what is that, like jute or something, and then a button, a covered button. So yeah, and then I have one of those like plate holders, and I just set it on my shelf. So she turned out awesome. This was a really fun one to stitch. These little pumpkins are great. And then the last previous finish is the Stitch Enemies 2019 Mystery Halloween sale. I'm going to hold it back just so you can kind of see the full finish. I'm going to talk about the finish and then I'll show you it up close. This is an 18 count Ada that I Rit dyed myself. I mounted it on sticky board and then I put some sequins and some fabric. This piece here in the back is actually from the Dollar Tree. It was actually for Christmas. It had like an elf on it or something. It said like ho ho ho. I don't remember. I just painted it black and then I mounted everything onto it from there. And these were all little doodads that I found at the Dollar Tree last year for Halloween. So these are just like some little fabric flowers, some bells, little sprigs that you can get, and then one of their pre-made bows that they had. So yeah, I really enjoyed working on this, and I was actually able to keep up with it because the squares are very small, so they're pretty easy to stay with. I think I switched one of them, but I can't remember which one it was, but I really, really love it. I followed, it was the same, you know, I think it was all the call for colors and everything, so I love it. It was a fun one. So yeah, those are my previous finishes, you guys. So, if you guys remembered, I am starting the No New Starts 2021. I talked about it in my last Flosstube. So I've just been pulling my projects and just throwing in at least 200 stitches, because that's the rules, is a whip is considered 200 stitches or more. So I have been just pulling and pulling as many of my charts that I have kitted up, ready to go. I currently have, before I started my new start thing, I had about 22, 23 whips. Adding in all the No New Starts for this next year, I think I'm adding another 28 or 29 whips, which seems insane to me, but I'm excited and I'm really looking forward to it, because I really just want to try not to start anything next year and just try to finish out what I have. So I'm going to show you my charts that I've worked on that are not included in my quick starts, and then I'll show you all my quick starts. So the first one I've been working on is the Jesus chart that I got. It's a kit that I got from Hobby Lobby. So I'm just using the kit materials. And this is where I've gotten. So I've gotten down further and I'm getting down into the mouth area now. And this is like a 14 count Ada that it comes with. And then it's just all, you know, the called for floss that comes in the kit. So he's coming along really well. My goal is to have him finished this year. We'll see. We shall see if that happens. I don't know. The next one is with Laura over at Stitching by the Shore for her birthday. It's hashtag pumpkin birthday sale. So I am doing the Halloween Fairy by Nora Corbett, I think. And for Laura's birthday sale, she just wants everyone to stitch something that has a pumpkin. So here's my pumpkin. So I am changing her dress color, but everything else I will do all the called for. I think I'm going to change her skin to make it a little bit darker, just because my fabric, it's the color that it's called for, it's not going to show up. So, and this fabric is a 40 count from Bestitch Me that my sweet, sweet friend Becky had sent me, and there's like nothing on here. Oh my gosh. So that's all I've got. So I was just kind of trying to get the purples correct for the color of the dress. So, and then I need, this Trick or Treat is in a Krynic, and I don't have that one. They didn't have any in stock when I got it, so I need to grab that. But, so this is like the top of the skirt, and that's all I've gotten. But this fabric is so pretty. It's just a really fun orangey color. So that is my pitiful start for Laura's birthday. Unfortunately, I was getting frustrated because I'm pulling my own colors for the purple, and it would just, I would put in one purple and I didn't like it, so I'd have to rip it all out. And ripping out on 40 count is not fun. So So my next one is my One Nation Sale by Bygone Stitches. If you guys remembered, I talked about this, and I was really sad and mad that the white that I had chosen, I used the color, you know, a similar color to what's called for in the pattern, but I just didn't like how it looked. So I ripped all my white out, and I'm going with B5200, and it's much better. I just only got part of it in. I didn't get all the white in that I've ripped out, but there you go. So it's definitely a lot brighter than the other color. I used the Anchor equivalent. So there is the start of the white. So I have to redo all that row, and then all my stars I have to put back in. But I'm much happier with the color of the white, so it worked out. And this is on a 32 count taupe that I coffee tea dyed myself. And then I am doing 1 strand over 2. And I'm doing Weeks Dye Works and then a DMC now. So yeah, I'm just happy that I figured out my white now, and now I can get back on track. It's definitely going to be a little bit longer than I had originally anticipated, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's a long-term goal project. It's so big. So I'm okay with that. So let's get on to my quick starts. So like I said, I'm just putting 200 stitches into these projects and moving on. So the first one I worked on was Hocus Pocus by Hello from Liz Matthews. I am doing the 37 count Cloudburst Legacy linen that's called for on the back. And then I am using the DMC 310 Etoile. And I'm loving it. This is my first time using it. It did take a little bit of getting used to, just because, you know, the glittery stuff kind of is a little bit of a different texture than regular. So that's all I've gotten done. But yeah, let me see if I can show you. Can you see any of the glittery? A little. And I'm doing 2 strands over 2. It just seemed to have nice, I wanted that really dark coverage. So that is my start. And this fabric is beautiful. I want to finish it just like hers. So just the words in a big frame. So I got that started, which was a fun one to start. And then my next one was Sleepy Hollow, again from Hello from Liz Matthews. I pulled all the DMC for it. And then I am using a Fortnite fabric. I think it's Panther Cap, I think. And it's their 40 count linen. It's beautiful. And I got the tree started. And it's 1 strand over 2 on here with the DMC. Yeah, it's a really pretty, I'm so excited for this one. This one was a fun one to start. It was hard to put it down, but I know I just have to get through this. So right now it's just getting through my projects. The next one is Witchy Wash by Raise the Roof. I am doing the called for DMC on this one. And I think this is Fairy Ring by Fortnite Fabrics and 32 count. And I got 1 sock done. So, yep. I tried starting this one last year and I didn't like it, so I threw it away. And I'm redoing it. The next one is Vlad's Vash Day by Raise the Roof. A sweet person on one of the Facebook groups I'm on, she had an extra one and she sent it to me because she saw me talking about that one. So that was super sweet. Doing the call for DMC. And this is also on Fairy Ring by Fortnite Fabric. And I got his shirt done. These patterns call for buttons, so I don't even know if they have the buttons anymore. Like you can see, like that's a button, right there's a button, the flowers are buttons, and then the bird, and then one of the bats. So these are a little older, so I don't even know if they have the buttons anymore anywhere. It's from 2005. So I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I mean, it's not getting done anytime soon, so I'll worry about it when I get there. Then the next one I worked on is Lizzie Kate Promise Me. I am doing this on a 32 count Lugana. I think it's in the colorway Cream. And I just pulled all my own colors. So that is where I got my 200 stitches in. So I'm excited. I had bought this pattern a long time ago, right at the beginning of my cross stitch journey. So it's nice to kind of finally pull it out. This next one is from Just Cross Stitch Magazine. Pick of the Patch, I think. Sorry, I have all my notes on here. that guy right there. I am doing this on a 36 count by Fortnite Fabrics, and it's one of their auction wins. And I'm pulling all my own colors of DMC. So that's where I got. Like I said, you guys, some of these aren't even going to make much sense because I'm just trying to get 200 stitches in, but I got a bird in. So you can kind of tell what it is. Another one is Plum Street Samplers Fox Few. I had finished the sloth one last year, and then this was the other one that I wanted to do. I'm using the DMC for this, and this is on an 18 count Ada. And I got a fox done, and that's where I got. I'm doing this 2 strands over the one on the Ada, and I just dyed this myself, and it matches the sloth one because I finished the sloth one, and I bought the same backing to do this one on so they can hang together and look like a little pair. And then this cutie, the Milk and Cream Company by Plum Street Samplers. I have a lot of Plum Street Samplers. I really, really love their charts. I am doing, oh my goodness, I think I'm doing all the called for. Yep, I am. I'm doing all the called for, so the overdyes and the DMCs. And I'm doing this on a 32 count. It's one of the Fortnite fabrics of the month. It's a really pretty color. And that's where I got some of the sky and a bit of the border. So this fabric is really pretty. Hopefully I'll have a little bit left over on that one so I can use it for something else because it's a really pretty color. And then I got started on Roveris, October 31st. I am using Weeks Dye Works Coal and Weeks Dye Works Sweet Potato for the floss. And this is a 40 count by Fortnite Fabrics as well. I don't remember the color of it though. So yeah, I got the pumpkin in, and I started the 3 for the 31. This was a fun one. I really like this chart. I had waited for a very long time to get this one in. I had ordered it, and then it ended up being back ordered, and it took forever. So the next one is a Lizzie Kate Tiny Tidings. I got this from a sweet, sweet friend of mine. She actually follows me on YouTube, and she sent this to me. So I started with this one. I'm going to do all of them. So I started with this one. And there he is. So I'm doing this 2 strands over 2. This is a 28 count toasted almond, I think. It's the called for. Amber toasted almond linen. And then I did change the color of the skin because I didn't like the color it called for. A lot of Lizzie Kate's skins are very pink. So I tend to change a lot of them to 3864. This one is I Will Always Be a Wildflower by Sam Sarah. I had bought this one forever ago, and then I saw Janet, she had finished this as well. I am doing this on a 40 count Bramble by Picture This Plus. And then I am using all my own floss that I got from Julie over at Kansas City Girl in Colorado World, and I'm loving it. And I'm using some of Weeks Dye Works, of course, because that's like my go-to. But yeah, I'm loving it. Got my 200 stitches in. It's gonna be very close on my margin on that one because I didn't measure very well. So we'll see how it goes. And then my last one I worked on is my Barbara Anna Designs Funky Bird. And I'm doing this on a Fortnite fabric. I think it's 32 count. I'm not really sure. And then I'm using the called for DMC. And that's where I got. So B and G, because those are my initials, I'm doing them in different colors than the rest of the alphabet. And you guys, okay, this bothered me. So there's no J in this alphabet. Look at H-I-K-L. There's no J. So I knew that would bother me. So I moved some stuff around and added a J. But I got the wings started. So yeah, I'm really excited about this one. This one was one of the ones that I was like really hard for me to put down because I really wanted to finish it because I love it. So that is all my whips, you guys. Whew, that was a lot. It was fun. I'm going to keep going, so in another couple weeks, you'll probably get another big handful of projects again, and hopefully My goal, like I have until December 13th to get my 200 stitches into all my projects. My goal is to get them in by the end of this month so that I can get some of my other stitching done and work on some stuff for fun instead of just filling in space. So I have a little bit of haul that I want to show you guys really quick. So I got my Fortnite fabric fabric of the month, and this is in 40 count linen in burgundy truffle. There's Fortnite fabric. I made notes on the bottom, and so I'm covering it. And I already cut this piece up because I needed it for, I think I used this one for October 31st. So this is the one I used for October 31st. And this is what I have left. Very pretty fabric. I love Fortnite fabric. They're some of my favorite fabrics that I've worked with. I just recently switched over to their 40 count linen, and I'm really enjoying stitching on their 40 count linen. It's very nice because the holes don't move a lot. That's my biggest problem. I have a hard time using linens where the fabric moves too much. I like them where it's a little bit more like sturdy, I guess. I don't know the correct words for it, but yeah, I like it where they don't, like the threads don't move too much. And then the next thing I got, you guys, so Pam over at Pam and Stuff Just Keep Stitching, she had mentioned she saw these, I think on Instagram or something, and it's Smart Cool magnetic silicone ties. I just found them on Amazon. It was like, I think 15, 16 bucks for, I think I don't remember how many I got in here. 12. So they come in this. I already used some of them. They're really strong magnets. So they open up like this, and then so I just basically am rolling up my fabric at the bottom of my hoops and wrap this around it and go like that. And then you can use this as needle minders, and they're strong enough they actually hold your scissors too. So if you have some projects that you have that are large and you want to be able to roll some up, these are a great option to be able to hold it. And the best part is the magnets are covered by the silicone, so you don't get any, some magnets have like a little bit of like a coloring, that can leave, I don't know the word. Some magnets can be kind of dirty. These are covered by the silicone, and you don't have to worry about it messing up your fabric. So I'm really liking them. I stitch and hoop and with a stand. So I roll up all my fabrics that hang a little bit, because when I flip my fabric over on my stand, the fabrics get annoying. So these are awesome. They're definitely worth a little bit of investment, and you can use them for other stuff too. I mean, they're meant to hold like your cords and stuff for electronics, so it's not for cross stitch, but they work wonderfully. It is very strong magnet, so just know that if you have issues with having magnets in your house or around you. And then the next thing, I got a sweet message from Kim. She's here on Flosstube as well, and she had I had mentioned something about, I don't remember where it was. I told her something along the lines like my daughter loves pigs, and she was like, oh, I have a chart of pigs that you can have. And I was like, okay, look at this. This is the sweetest thing ever, you guys. I don't even know. It's from 1997. She said there was a ton of these. She said she has a whole bunch of different kinds, and they're called one-nighters, and it's just like a shiny cardstock booklet. Just has like a quick little 2 pages, but all these patterns are in it, and I thought it was so cute. So I was showing my daughter. She was really excited about some of them. So we'll stitch some of those up for sure. And then I actually have Farm Life that I want to add pigs to. So now I have a chart for them. So, and then she sent this really awesome card. This is a clock tower, she said, from Georgia, where she's from. So I thought it was really cool. But yeah, so thank you, Kim. I'll link her Flosstube down below. She does some really great stitching, and she's really fun to watch. So for sure, go check her out. That is all I have today, you guys. Thank you again so much. Nothing new in life updates. We're just kind of enjoying this beautiful weather. We kind of had, a little bit of a heat wave this last week. We got up into like the higher 70s, which is a little warm, but it was beautiful because it had the nice cool breeze. All of our leaves are changing. Oh, I can never live anywhere that the leaves don't change color because they're just beautiful. But yeah, the kids are doing well. The high schoolers get to actually go to school this week coming up, so that'll be interesting. And just working and hanging out and just trying to enjoy everything. So taking it one day at a time, right? But yeah, so thank you guys again for joining me. I hope you got some stitching in and that you have a wonderful stitchy week coming up. And until I see you guys next time, stay happy, stay healthy, stay calm. Bye!